Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Herd App Media Network.
That sounds really beachy.
Sounds really beachy.
Yeah, like you're on a
bitchy,
beach
bitchy or beachy?
like you're on a beach somewhere.
No,
Kinda
haven't even seen the beach. I've not even seen the beach.
So we should probably explain that we're not exactly complete. We're live when we do this, but we're not live when you're seeing it.
This should be rebranded as Pat and JT Alive, not live, because we are alive, but we're not live.
We are alive. We are alive. But yeah, Pat's on the road. I don't want to give away your undisclosed location, but
Well, I've been giving it away on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook all week, so I'm the worst. I'm the worst secret keeper.
You were really bad at that. I mean, everybody wants to know where Pat is.
Yeah, I know. We were instructed to, so I saved it for the gram.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, we are in Los Angeles with Hollywood Raw and recording some episodes, and they did some episodes. They were on Dr. Drew's show yesterday. Well, it would have been Wednesday. And then they were on Dax's show Pod Sauce that same day. So it was pretty cool. It was great. It was a great day. And then we all ran around like idiots at the Hollywood sign, the park where the Hollywood sign is, doing TikToks, making fun of people doing TikToks. And then we realized we were all doing TikToks.
This is true.
Yeah. It was fun though.
I saw it too. And Emmy Jo is out there too.
She is?
I thought I saw that Nick had posted some stuff on with them guys.
Oh no. If she is, she's hiding in a suitcase.
Really? No, he posted something. I thought they were in LA because he had made posts about LA before that.
Oh, huh. No.
Maybe
it's the best kept secret from me ever. And I'm in the hotel room right next to him. If that's the case.
Interesting. Yeah, because I saw it in his story. And I was like, oh my God. Okay.
Interesting.
I have to ask him about that.
Yeah, I will. Let's look at that, dude.
I have to ask him about that. But anyway, yeah. So you guys, what else is going on? And then, can you tell who you talked to, or is it still secret?
It's embargoed. So yeah,
work in the internet age, you know that.
I know for sure they were on Dr. Drew's show and then on Pod Sauce. But as far as who we recorded, we can't talk about that until those episodes come out. So that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm actually in Dax's, in the back of Trophy Smack, in his little man cave that they have back here. And this is incredible. It's super fun. Yeah.
That is awesome. I thought I saw him in the background.
Yeah, he's right over. He's putting stuff away. Yeah.
What did you guys make a mess or what?
No, we didn't make a mess at all. Yeah. They're having his son's soccer party back here. What, this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. So this place, I have my laptop, so I'm just gonna lift this around. Look, there's a basketball hoop there.
God.
There is foosball table and stuff, and then there's ping pong. Where's that ping pong table? And upstairs there's like a bar.
Oh, isn't this like a secret room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's through that crazy door. Looks like Narnia.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're having fun. It's a good time.
That's awesome. I love it. Oh my God. All right. So how do you feel about leaving that then?
You know what? I'm having a great time with the guys, but I can't wait to get back to 32-degree weather because I don't like being sweaty Betty, and it's humid sweaty.
Yeah, there's some people that found out how to turn the heat on at work.
Oh.
So it was plenty warm at work.
like sarcastically pretty warm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had my coat on in the morning because it was like 64 when I got there.
Yeah.
In the building because somebody else had turned off the system. So it was cold. It's like, okay, we're going to end up doing what we had to do where we used to work, have to put a cover over it and put a lock on it. And then we'll have to have a Miss Cynthia that has the key somewhere. Mm-hmm. So nobody can jack with it because everybody's turning it on, turning it off, raising it up, lowering it down. It's nuts. So I was wearing my coat for half the day and then ditched the jacket. It was almost 60 this afternoon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Beautiful. It was really nice out. Really nice out. But yeah, so all good. All right. Yeah. So other than that, any Hollywood gossip? I mean, you're hanging out with the best people. You're in the middle of it. You're in the nest.
And Adam just left. And otherwise I was going to ask him this, but he just had to a little feather. He just goes. Yeah. He's constantly getting phone calls from like these huge, enormous celebrities all the time. And like, just thinks it's no big deal. Like,
so what does he think about Baldwin?
He's not a big fan of
If you didn't,
anyway.
ask him, I swear to God.
Oh, I did.
I
But
know that.
he's not.
You
He is
Okay.
not a fan of Alec Baldwin at all. Does not like him. Doesn't wish what happened to him
No,
on
because he's not
anybody.
nice to people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he
Oh,
said. He's just not. He's
absolutely,
just not a
nothing-
nice
no,
person.
I totally get that. But did you see the interview with him and his wife,
No.
Baldwin and Hilaria?
I did not.
Oh, they like, it's like this was the prime example, and we've talked about this before, of celebrities letting people know where they're going, and then getting pissed because they're there, exasperated, give them what they want, and then moan about the fact that they can't get any privacy. That's
Right.
basically what it was. And it was kind of interesting because he had Hilaria with him, and they've been going to the grocery store, they've been going out to eat, all the while saying that they wanted privacy and they just want to be left alone. They want to stay secluded and do their own family thing. And, he's devastated, and he's talked to the husband, and the husband is fully supportive of him, and blah, 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 all this stuff. But yet they're still going out and going to the places where the paparazzi is. And so they ran into a bunch of them. And so he decided to get out of his car and give a statement to a degree, basically say what he could, because obviously this is an ongoing investigation,
Right.
which they still haven't cleared him. And some are saying it could be involuntary manslaughter and he could be looking at time.
Ooh, really?
Because for a normal person, it would be. But anyway, she gets out of the car and she has her phone. And she comes walking up with her phone. She's looking at everybody, filming everybody, right? And he starts talking about something. And one of the reporters, I do believe one of the reporters was being sincere. He was a reporter and not being rude, but English was not his first language. And he was being very gracious and being very courteous when he was speaking to Alec. And at that point, Alec was too. And he made mention of, because of the way the conversation went, it made him change his line of questioning. And what he wanted to do was know if Alec had talked to her family. And he didn't want to say, the way I came away from it is I felt like he didn't want to say the dead woman, the victim.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't want to say that, but he also didn't have her name at the tip of his tongue, because I don't think he intended on asking that question about Helena is her name. And the reason I know that is because when he kind of tiptoed around it, have you talked to her family, is what he finally said. Well, Hilaria steps for hilarious, by the way, doesn't have her freaking accent anymore from Spain. Anyway, remember that?
Yes, I remember. How can I forget that?
Hilaria,
Yeah.
Hillary, was born and raised, Boston, New York, somewhere around there. Anyway, she was born in Spain, but her family is from the United States. They like Spain. They ended up retiring to Spain, but she was raised in the United States, and all of her friends from high school, once they figured out what was going on, are like, she never had that accent in high school. She didn't have that accent in college.
So gross.
That whole thing. And she pretended. Remember the, how you say cucumber?
Yeah.
Remember that whole interview?
That was just years ago. Yes, I remember that.
She forgot how to say cucumber. But anyway, and she was, very, really, really poorly speaking of the English language. How you say. Anyway, she did not. There wasn't a whisper of that. She got out of her car and she's filming everybody. And she goes after that guy and she says, You come out here and you don't even know her name. Helena is her name. Helena is her name. And Alex,
that's so weird. Really?
Alex, pushed her back. I will take the questions, and just sit down.
Yeah.
Which I thought, okay, if I didn't already feel the way I do about her, I would have felt sorry for her at that point, because I thought that was kind of rude.
It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah.
It was, he really talked down to her. But anyway, he didn't really fill in any blanks, but he definitely played the victim card as best as he could. And
that's not going to help him. That's not going to help him. Why do that? We all know, first of all, you're not going to tell us anything that we don't already know. So just keep your mouth shut. It's just going to end up hurting you, hurting her, your image. I know I'm the worst. I couldn't keep quiet. It'd be really hard for me to keep quiet. Not in that situation. Well, no, probably in that situation, because you just want to get your side out there.
No, because your wife would not let you go to places where paparazzi is going to be.
Oh, no.
You
That
wouldn't
is
go to
very
the grocery store with her to go buy stuff with your 13 kids in the back seat.
And I'm
And,
terrified
and
of
I
my wife.
say, and
So
I
I
am,
would do everything she says. Yes.
but they had all their kids with them when they stopped to talk to the paparazzi. They were all in the back seat.
Yeah, that would never happen. Ever.
They were totally, yeah. It was like trying to frame things just a little bit, and it's like, yeah, I don't think so. So
No.
that was the big, probably one of the bigger moments this week that I'd
Yeah,
seen.
I missed that. I haven't watched
and
any.
then-
I haven't watched any like.
Well, the other thing that came out, you want to hear some more paparazzi stuff? I can do
Yeah.
not even paparazzi stuff. This is
What's funny is that I'm out here with one of the top entertainment news podcasts in the world, and I don't know any of these stories because we've been doing completely other things, not paying attention to entertainment news.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I gotta find his. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to say his name. Grey's Anatomy.
Patrick Dempsey,
No. Isaiah
Isaiah
Washington.
Washington. Okay.
Isaiah Washington. I follow him on Twitter. And he's been, he's always been adamant that what went down between the Grey's Anatomy owners, the bigger the studio execs,
Yeah.
and what actually happened were two different stories. He was framed as homophobic. He was framed as attacking, and I can't say George's name in real life. But God, I hate that I remember the characters' names because I watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons diligently. But remember George, who is gay, and there was claims that there was this homophobic slurs, and there was this confrontation, and then there was this confrontation with the guy that you just mentioned, Patrick Dempsey, McDreamy, all this other stuff. And apparently he did post a copy of an email that came down from up on high that talks about NDAs and then payouts to several most of the staff.
Oh, so they couldn't talk. They couldn't say anything. Wow.
And so, however, the studio execs framed it, they couldn't comment on it. And so he was blackballed for 15 years. And he's now in a position where he's financing his own movie. It's called Corsicana, that's going to be coming out soon.
So is this NDA done now? Like, is it running?
No, the evidence has been discovered. Apparently, some emails were discovered. Not a wiki leak, but something like it. But it was something like that. So he's got the payouts that everybody got, and then also how people were paid out, just in general, any bonuses and all this other stuff. Ellen Pompeo got millions of dollars.
Like, to what end? Like, what was the point of this? They just didn't like him to get him out of there. Wow.
What it basically came down to, that he was under contract and he had some sway when he came in. He was highly popular when he was on that show.
He was one of the only ones that had a name, really.
He really was. I remember he was dating, oh God, what's her name? And she went on to be in Charlie's Angels, right? Wasn't it her?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
Informative podcast ever. I have no idea who that is.
Because that's not what I do for a living, but whatever. We aren't here to inform, damn it. We're here to gossip.
This is spilling the tea, then we don't know what the tea is. We're just spilling something.
But anyway, he was one of the more popular. And actually there was a moment there, where Ellen Pompeo's character kind of, fell. Patrick Dempsey was way up here. McSteamy, McDreamy, Isaiah Washington. They became more of the focal point of what was going on. And I think there was a point where they wanted, and some say that it was the Patrick Dempsey was the one that wanted Isaiah Washington out. And Isaiah was under an ironclad contract. He was secure, he thought, but they created the reason for cause to dump him, and then created the whole firestorm, and nobody could say anything otherwise.
Yeah.
And his whole goal, I think, for a long time has just been to prove that he did not do the things they've been saying he did.
That's too bad. You have to live like that for 15 years trying to prove that you didn't do something, and then it finally comes out, and you've 15 years of your career, your life gone. Yeah, that's too bad.
So I'm like, hoorah for him.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything else.
I believe in Bigfoot now.
Why?
Having the TV on in my hotel room, I just sleep with it on, and I was on Animal Planet, and it was in that stupid Bigfoot hunter people show. And I'm telling you, this one guy, his name's Deadbolt, I think's his name. He comes up with some pretty serious evidence.
That is hilarious. That's like, my name is Hammer. My name is Deadbolt.
Yeah.
My name is.
That's some pretty good video evidence. I don't know. So I'm kind of jumping on your side of the fence on that one.
Oh my God.
And also I'm learning so much. And I was on not Animal Planet, Discovery, that has the Alaskan whatever people. that live, the last Alaskans, I think, which is a very hard name to say.
Inuits, or the original Alaskans, or the
Maybe, I don't know.
Like
There are
the
people that live
indigenous?
out, that live out, like they have a house. Yeah, they have houses that they built themselves. And
the indigenous.
no, it's like no, it's not like indigenous ones. It's
Okay.
like people that just, that's what they want. It's off the grid, like your
I think
people.
Intuit is like QuickBooks, so that was wrong.
Yeah, they're like rural accountants. No, that's not it. But what's crazy is that Jewel is on the show because
She's from Alaska.
right, but her dad is
Mhm.
one of those people that grew up living completely off the grid, and now I see her in a cowboy hat. I'm like, why is Jewel on this show? So I unmuted, of course, and so she's like, I haven't spent time with my dad roping cattle or whatever in 20 years, and she is tough. Like she's out there, and he's
Highly abusive.
yeah. It's crazy, but she looks fantastic. But there she's out there, like choking out a cow so he can put a
They
ear
aren't
tag
choking
in.
them out. What
They did on
you
this one
say? Choking
they
them out
did.
for what?
to put an ear tag in. So
They don't
I'll send
choke
you the
them out
link.
to do that. They don't choke
He-
them out to do that.
Okay, so they
They
literally
put them in
did.
a squeeze. They put them in
No.
a squeeze, or you
The squeeze box didn't work. The Temple Grandin squeeze box didn't work. They put the cow in it, and it was too wide, so it kept backing out. So he goes, "We're gonna have to do a lip switch or whatever it was called," but it was where they put a lasso around the cow and like angle it around a tree, and it literally the cow passes out. It's still breathing, like it just passes out,
Oh
and they
my
have like
God.
10 seconds before it comes to put the ear tag in, and it's up. He goes, "That's the last resort, but we had to get an ear tag in because to keep it
Well, I
separated."
get that.
Yeah, so it was crazy, and Jewel was right there. Like Jewel was riding this freaking cow.
Is she still married to Ty Murray? Did she mention it? She's divorced, right?
Yeah, I think so. She didn't mention it, Ty Murray, but yeah. So it's
Ty
right to
Murray's a
Brandon.
rodeo guide, just so y'all know. Ty Murray's.
But I was very impressed, and she's on like multiple episodes. Like I think she might be on this whole season.
That's kind of cool because her whole start was that was her whole thing when she came to the lower 48, so to speak. But
Almost
she
in her
was
car.
living, they basically lived off the land, and her dad was really abusive, drunk, like that kind of, like angry, and then it just would get worse when he drank. But I had seen something about that, so
Yeah. So it's really super interesting. So who knows what I'm going to learn tonight on Overnight Discovery.
do you know what that show is called?
And I think it's like literally called The Last Alaskans, or the wood people of Alaska. I don't know. It's like something like that, but there's like 5 or 6 different families, and it just goes from family to family. Going through the
Hold on,
stories.
I just pulled something up on here. Atz, is that his name? ATZ Atz.
Oh, maybe.
Father Atz in Homer, Alaska.
Yes, probably. I don't know. I think it was Atz, or Atz is the son who has kids, and he's the grandpa, the dad. I think Atz is her brother.
She said Jewel left home when she was 15 and moved into a cabin of her own, paying rent by doing a couple of jobs, hitchhiking to work. Wow. She's 46 now, but doesn't want to hold a grudge against her father despite everything she went through.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome.
Holy smoke. I always liked her, though.
Yeah, she's awesome.
He's only 73, and he has weathered.
Well, you live in the ditch.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, digging for your own water, it's gonna not help your skin.
But she does say he got sober and did amazing inner work. It's a profound transformation.
I mean, they got along great on the show, so.
Oh, she is ex-husband Ty Murray. And their son's name is Case. Okay. He's 9, by the way, in case you want to know. Anyway, I always liked her. I did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. So there you go. So there's your
that's it.
Impromptu paparazzi celebrity update.
Alive from Omaha, Nebraska, and from
That's right. So you can still, by the way, go ahead and get his attention. I was going to say, you all can still leave us comments because we'll still see the comments.
Right.
So feel free to do so because we always love seeing those. And we're going to get Dax just for a second and see if he can pop in while he's doing house.
Say hi just real quick before we go.
Way back there he is.
Preparing.
He's coming in to say hi. Yay.
Hello. How are you, Jill?
That's right. I'm doing good. I like kind of doing this right now because you know what? I'm having a drinky poo. So I'm like,
So you're feeling goody poo then.
doing the 9 a.m. is completely different from doing this at 6 at night.
This is actually Thursday at 10:30 in the morning, just so everybody knows.
No,
That's
it's
when we
not.
recorded this.
No, it's not. Stop it.
It's exactly 20 minutes before her AA meeting.
Gotta go, guys. Thanks. Okay. No, it's not. Nope. I got home just a little bit ago. It is literally 6:20 at night here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 4:20 here, Pacific time. Yeah.
College World Series Cup.
Yeah.
From about 200 years ago. I don't know.
When she starts showing me her cups, that means she's lit. Her drinking cups.
Well, lucky for you, Joe.
Thank
we have
you.
a full bar upstairs that Pat is about to dive into.
Right? And it's 2 hours earlier, so you got even longer to go. Good luck with that. Good luck catching your plane.
Right. My 6:15 flight.
Awesome. All right. I'm
All right.
good
Well,
to go. then. If
Dax,
you're
thanks for letting us do this back here.
Dax, and tell Dax what he missed out on. Alec Baldwin,
I
Jewel.
spilled a lot of tea. I'll fill him in on all the inaccuracies.
I'm over Alec Baldwin at this point. Had to talk about him a lot over the last couple days.
I brought a lot of new information to the table. I'm just saying, but that's okay.
I'll fill him in.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we're this is our Pat and JT alive, not live, in case you missed the beginning of it. But
Yes.
we try to do this every
is also
Friday.
End of day hair. Gee,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys leave comments below. We do this every Friday at 9-ish.
Not exactly this.
Whatever. Well, we do a semblance of this. We attempt to do this. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So it's Pat and JT, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Or you can text us 402-403-9478. Thanks for listening.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Huda Media Production.